power to change one thing about your life, what would you change?
Wow. One thing. I guess my pride. Pride, yeah.
No.
I'd probably change that. Sometimes pride will get to me, and I'm thinking that, oh, I got this, or I'm better than this, or I'm better than everybody, but it's not true.
Do you have an example?
It's a lot of times, but I guess back in high school, I was, I thought I was the king, thinking that, I'm the cool guy, but I'm just a normal teenage boy. But that's just one example. Yeah, I would love to change my pride if I could.
I don't think that I would change anything about my life. I think that the Lord has a plan for my life, and when I think back to like what He's done in my life and how I got saved, I think that that's all a part of my story, and that's how I relate to people, and I don't know, that's just part of how the Lord created me, and so I don't think I would change anything about my past or right now or even my future. Think of Jeremiah 29:11, where it says, "For I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you a hope and a future." That's one that I definitely think is super applicable.
I feel like this is the most basic answer, but truthfully, I wouldn't change anything about my life. I'm very content with the decisions I've made. Every decision I've made has made me into the person I am. Every decision may not have been the best decision possible, but like I said, whenever you're making a decision, you don't know that at that moment. You just kind of have to go with your intuition. That's something I always go with, you know what I mean? That voice in your head, and I trust it. And I ended up in college, I'm doing pretty good for myself. And I'm inspiring a lot of people, so that's something that I definitely would say I wouldn't change anything about my life at the moment.
One thing I would change about my life would be, I would say,
Alright, see ya.
still thinking.
Now he's gonna just jump out.
If you don't know, it's cool.
No.
Would it be? Well, I'd probably try to be more active in the community, trying to help people and not be laying around all the time watching TV or whatnot. Start being more active.
I would change the fact that I live in Florida because I'm from Texas and I don't really like it here. Is that good enough?
Why don't you like it here?
It rains too much. The weather is kind of up, down, up, like yeah. And I don't know, we have a high crime rate here.
What would I change and why? I would definitely take the time to spend more time with family and loved ones that have already passed, and just take in those moments and cherish them.
There's many things that could change, or that I can change right now. But one thing will pretty much be maybe my eating habits. Well, because of the fact that my eating habits tend to make me gain weight.
Probably add some stability to my life. That is something that is just inherently, I guess, for me, just very hard. And I would definitely change that. I don't really know. I really wish I could go back in time sometimes and change decisions I've made in the past, I guess, put it that way.
Can you give an example of a decision?
I don't know. It's not anything major, just little stuff going through school. If I would have done better in this test or done better with my grades and stuff, I feel like I'd be in a different position I am now. So because especially in high school, I wasn't a bad student in high school, but I just didn't exploit myself the way I should have. And I ended up having to go through the harder way through school rather than the easier way. So.
And I guess
basically what I was saying about the homeless students and stuff, just to provide more opportunities for the homeless. Maybe learn how to become human again, you know? We're so enslaved to everything around us that have we forgotten what it's like to laugh, to feel, to hurt, the beauty of pain, the beauty of happiness, and the joy that comes after, regardless of the religion or background? Have we forgotten that as a human society? Or do we have to embrace this quote-unquote we're all the same culture where we're trying to kill each other to fit this idea of perfection? As Beyonce said, pretty hurts. We shine the line on whatever words. Perfection is a disease of a nation when it's the soul that needs a surgery. And that's what I would change in my life.
If I could change anything about my life, it would probably be the fact that I need to get better time management and organizational skills so that I could plan my life and get it together and get it in gear so that I can better myself as a human being.
I think that I would choose to, this may be a short-sighted answer, but I'd choose to be done with college and graduate so that I can move on with everything else, not have to study anymore, and be good to go.
That I would like more food. I'm a picky eater. That's a simple thing, but it's that, like, I hate onions, but if I could like onions, man, I'd eat so much more food.